Hi everybody, this is Cindy over at paper.old.new. I am here for another Thrifty Thursday. This is, oh, there's a book in this book. This cover already has a pocket, guys. Look at this. Like a bookboard pocket. I don't know, this cover might have to be salvaged and used. Anyway, this is a Thrifty Thursday video. Open collab with Sherry over at Turquoise Dreaming, so make sure you head over there and check out the hauls. I was, as in my last video you saw, I went to some rummage sales and thrift stores down by my sister and my mom. My mom has the Goodwills that I like. She has two. She has one close to her house and one a little further out. And I try when I go there to visit her Goodwills because my Goodwill is small. It's not bad, it's just small. So hers are really nice. And I picked up books. I feel like every time I go somewhere, I pick up books. There's so much other things to pick up for this junk journaling stuff, but I end up picking up books. I'm always on the lookout for a cool book page. This is an old contracting book. Teaches you how to do contracts, has examples of contracts, index pages. Yeah, so this was at the Goodwill, $3, and it had this tucked in the back, which is like a little paperback of contract books, and the paper is a little bit different too. So in one book I got two different kinds of book page and a book cover with a pocket. Guys, it's got a built-in pocket where this was tucked. Well, you saw me pull it out. So anyway, yeah, I got that book. And then, of course, dictionary. This was another old one. Let me see if I can find a date on it. I wasn't really worried about the date on the contractor's book. Copyright, 1948. It looks like this is a 1948 edition. So, as always, it's just dictionary page. There's a few little illustrations in here. My thought on these little illustrations is I think they make cool stamps and tickets. So, like, I like seeing the dictionaries that have like a little illustration for things, because these little, and I'm thinking that rather than having a whole ton of stamps that are just black and white like this, I thought I would, you know, if I cut this out to use as a stamp, I thought I would like dye a bunch of them. So yeah, I also have some ideas for some artwork. So I have several of these dictionaries now, and I have some ideas for some artwork and some, but of course it always just makes great pages, right? Dictionary page. So this one's from the 1940s, and it was $3. Then I saw, wait a minute, in my box, my bag here, I saw this book and this book. Now, my dad visited Japan when he was in the Navy. And I have lots of his old photographs from overseas. Anyway, I thought it would be fun to make some Japanese journals with the Japanese art. Can you see the art? I'm sorry, I'm flipping kind of fast. Can you see those? They're big. I mean, that's a big page, but there are small ones in here. Those are black and white. I think there's some, I think I saw some small color ones. They have floral images, samurai images, landscape images, geisha images. I mean, I loved all this art. I thought it was really cool. And then I don't remember what this mask thing is called. Oh, he's an actor, according to this little caption over here. But yeah, I mean, I just thought this was, now that's a really big one. Here's some small color ones. There's more, but there's some small color ones. And I just thought it would be fun to do, ooh, okay. Thought it would be fun to do a Japanese journal, or maybe two, depending on how. And then I got this one. This one has photographs of like armor and stuff in it, but it also has art. And I really liked these pages. I mean, I didn't buy the whole book for these pages, but I really liked these that look like science specimen sheets. I thought they were really cool. So yeah, I bought, there's a kimono, some pottery, tea sets. This is a make go set. And then this one is a, I'm sorry if I'm butchering this, shogi set. So games. But I mean, it's just all kinds of Japanese stuff that I thought would be fun to do a really cool Japanese journal. I mean, their artistry was amazing. I was trying to find some more of the prints because there is art in here. Like, here's some. Oh, there you go. There are these panels, like these wall screens that you see, which I thought were really pretty. There's a whole one of a city. And then, I don't know if those are boats or if that's supposed to be underground, or because this looks layered, like clouds and then the city, and then I don't know if that's supposed to be underground or just on the water. Because after all, Japan is an island, so or at least most of it is. I don't think it's connected to the mainland anywhere. But yeah, so there was all this art, and then there's these images. So I got both of these books thinking that it would make really cool Japanese journals, and then maybe I'll get some paper. There's their calligraphy, statuary, more art prints. There is no fear in love, but perfect love drives out fear. Huh. Nice little card. Yeah, so a new journal idea, guys. I feel like every time I go to the store, I see a book and I'm like, ooh, I want to do a journal with that. I have so many ideas now, I don't know where to start. Which is why I made myself decide to do the seasonal thing. So like I'll do Halloween and maybe the fall journals right now, which will include the sunflower journals. I bought this because it's drawings. It's not photographs. This is for me to fussy cut animals out of. I like the illustrations better than the photographs. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like really nice photographs. I take photographs and, I enjoy doing it. But I just really like the illustrations. So yeah, this is going to be a fussy cut book. Lots of fussy cutting. But lots of cool images. So yeah, this was $2. Excuse me just a second. Okay. And then found this. They had a whole set of these. Now these were $4 a piece, but the box can be used as bookboard. I can take this box apart. That's perfectly good bookboard, which is the only reason I paid $4 for this. This is an art. It's art. That's a really weird picture with that might go in I might cut him out and put him in a Halloween journal. That's just creepy. Do you see that? He's got a basket over his face. It's probably to keep bugs out or something because it looks like they're working with beehives, but it's just really weird looking. Anyway, this is an art. It's an art book. These were artists. This is a set of books of artists. This is from 1525 to 1569. The World of Bruegel or Bruegel, or I don't know how you say his name. I'm sure it's a set of, I think it said Time Life. Yeah, editors of Time Life books. So this is one of those Time Life book series. Time Life Library of Art. I'm looking for a copyright. 1968, it looks like. So not new. I just, if I could have afforded to buy the whole set, I might have, but I flipped through some of them and I picked this one because I liked the art better than some of the other ones. That's the Tower of Babel, painted in 1563. And then what I liked about this book was I thought it was really neat. So it gives you a painting, and then these are detail images. So like close-ups of spots on the painting, which I thought was really neat. And then, let's see if it does another one. And then there's, now a lot of this era was religious art. So I think like this is Mary and Child. Or Madonna and Child, an image of Madonna and Child. I'm not really sure what that one is. Madonna and Child. The Book of Hours of Flemish. I don't know. I don't know what that one is. Here's some maps. Here's another art. It's more art. This is taking Christ off the cross. Here's more images. And again, they do the details. Like this is these guys. I would say these are more details, but I think this is a triptych kind of a thing. Here's some portraits. Jan van Eyck. Painted man in a red turban. And then Roger van der Weyden, Portrait of a Lady. That's Crowning Christ with Thorns. There's a lot of book page in here. Here's some sculpture work. I don't know why I'm spending so much time on this book. Anyway, yeah. So it has art in it, and then sometimes it does close-up images of some of the stuff. And I thought that some of the art was neat. And these black and white pictures are kind of cool. These I wouldn't have a problem. They're so busy that I think I wouldn't have a problem folding them into a signature. And what's really cool about it is when you fold it into the signature, there's two sides. Two busy pieces of art. So, yeah. But... So, I don't know. But, yeah, like I said, there was a whole set of those. I just couldn't get them all. I mean, there was no way. Then there was this one. I think my daughter found this one for me. I like these, what do they call these, fly pages? I don't know. These first page. This is a lot of really old photographs of all kinds of cool stuff. Here's young photographers posing with their cameras. You see that? Which is kind of cool. But anyway, it's just really old photographs. There's some poems in here. There's some music in here. There's ads in here. Here's Sears and Roebuck. Burpee seeds. So there was just all kinds of... Oh, look. There's even recipes in here. So this is like a book of all kinds of miscellaneous stuff. Educating America. Here's some samples of books and a writing desk with stuff on it. More poetry. Yeah. So she found this, and I thought the images in it were really cool. Here's some old circus images, which is kind of fun because I have, look, Barnum and Bailey. And here's a kids peeking into the tent. Can you see? These boys are peeking into the back of the tent so they can see the show without paying, I guess. So, yeah, these images in here. I have a couple of books that are going to need circus stuff, so that'll be fun. Ferris wheel. So, yeah, she found this, and I thought there was I love this image of them looking at that's all the change they have, and the little guy in the background looking at the kids because they want to come in and buy candy, but they can only buy one, I guess. That is so cute. And there's a poem over here called The Candy Store. So, yeah, I just thought this book was fun. My daughter brought it to me while we were wandering around Goodwill, and I wasn't going to buy it. It was $3 and change, but I opened it up and looked at it, and I thought it was really cute, so I did. All right, what else did I get? Now, this was the first trip to Goodwill, or the the one Goodwill that my mom, like I said, my mom, there's 2 near my mom. I got some Halloween stuff. More stuff from my Halloween journals. These are images from, who remembers The Legend of Sleepy Hollow? I feel like this is iconic. I don't know about that. That's just creepy in and of itself. It doesn't even have to be part of Sleepy Hollow. That's a pretty fall picture. This I bought to cut up. I bought it to get the images from like Ichabod Crane on his horse to put in one of the Halloween journals, if any of them are Halloween images. I feel like going through here, there aren't really a lot of Halloween images. Maybe if I get some more, there's a busted jack-o'-lantern. It might be the head of the horseman. There he is. So there's a few, and there he is. Chasing Ichabod. So, yeah, I saw it. It was 99 cents. I was like, oh, okay. And then this was 99 cents. They're Halloween mandalas. I thought these would be fun in a Halloween journal. I might even cut them out and fold them around pages, like almost like a doily, but a mandala. Of course, the image in the center will get folded, but that one, somebody started coloring that one. Some of the images, I mean, they all have a center image that's going to end up getting folded unless I cut it out. But I thought that would be fun to put in Halloween journals. And then there were these. These were a little more expensive. There's only 10 in here, assuming it didn't get opened. So I didn't actually open it and count to make sure there were still 10 left. It doesn't look like there are 10 left. It looks like there might be 3 or 4 left in here. So this might have been kind of pricey for 3 or 4 doilies, but I thought the spider webs were cool. Again, for Halloween. And then here's Susan Branch. This is a celebrations book. Look at the little... You see the little bookmark ribbon? I love Susan Branch illustrations too. So, there's a girl at the beach. Look at this car. A picnic is a state of mind and can be made anywhere. And then there's a little picnic basket at the bottom. They would be great for that would be great for a summer days or a summer journal. I mean, the images, look, sunflowers. But the images in here, I love her stuff. Summer celebrations, this must be spring celebrations. So it's divided up into celebrations for the year. Look at the champagne glasses. Spring. I love this. Make cool journaling paper with the little flowers all over it. Little flowers. It's spring and again, birds on the wing, again start to sing again. Love sweet melody. That was a mouthful. Look at them. I like her. Look, Easter bunny. Little cupcakes, little cottage. That's pretty. It says glue photo here. So this is supposed to be a memories book. And we did summer. Oh, strawberries. Here's fall. Again, here's journaling paper with like fall leaves and some blank paper with fall leaves. The pumpkin soup. The fall farm stand with the apples. Look, trick-or-treating. Can you see the kids trick-or-treating? Apple pie. Let's see what's in. Turkey. Look at the little plates. They each have a little item of food. And then there's winter. So snowman. Mittens. Here's people coming in, helping cook dinner. Christmas tree. And here's for New Year's. Ooh, fancy New Year's. That looks like caviar. And dessert. And more snowmen. And then there's, that looks like hot cider maybe? Because those look like cinnamon sticks. And I don't see you putting hot chocolate in a champagne glass. But I really like her art. I don't know if there's a copyright on this. My mom found it for me, published in 2000. So my mom found it for me, and I thought it was really cute, and it was $2 and change, so I got that. This was one I got. I just like the size of the cover and the pages in here. This is a Lemony Snicket's book. There's some kind of cool little illustrations here and there, but for the most part, I just liked the pages. Music Fest. There's a ticket. It was an extra. But yeah, like every once in a while you'll find like that. It looks like an apple core, I guess, which might be fun to cut out and put in something or on a tag. But, oh, there's a guy in a cage. If I can find him again. Look at that. He might be kind of fun in a Halloween journal. Anyway, again, all the books I've been buying, I've been testing to see if I can cut them away. It seems like there's a gap here to cut, but it's stuck pretty good to its back. So I don't know if I would actually, well, it's not stuck there, so maybe. Some of them I've had to tear away. So I'll have to check that later. I won't do that right now. We still got more stuff to get through. All right. So, and then this was kind of expensive. My mom brought it to me. I thought it was really kind of cool looking for Paris journal, travel journal, whatever. The back was had evidence of some cool paper inside. It's a notepad. So $2.50 for it was a little high, or higher than what I like to pay in a thrift store. But it's got really cool, oh, it's all the same paper. So yeah, maybe not the best find. It's a cool shape though, and this front page is really neat. It'll look neat in a journal as like a tuck or a pocket. And then there's all this paper with the stamp and the Hotel de Paris and a postmark, and then print in the back. It's got print in the background. So, but they're all the same. So, and there were 2 of these, and she wanted to hand me both of them, and I was like, I think maybe just one for that price. So that was one of the more expensive things I bought. I would not have normally. See, because then I got this, and it was only $1.50. I loved the cover. I don't know that I'm gonna try and find a way to do this where I maybe can keep the flowers and get rid of the grandchildren thing, because I think it's supposed to be, you know, it's a photo album and it's post bound. So I was going to take it apart and then use these as cover boards and make a like traveler style journal because it's tall. And I really like these flowers, but I don't want this on there. Just because it's not going to be a grandchildren thing. I mean, I know why it's on there, and it's from Hallmark in 1982. So, I always like having bookboard. I hear creeping toward the basement steps. I'm just trying to make sure nobody's coming down here right now. All right, so that was my the first Goodwill. The second Goodwill trip to the one that was a little further from her house. I got this. It's $2.50. It's another one of those books with the like ephemera in it. This one happens to be supposed to be about fairies. But again, just like the vampire one, there's stuff you could use for all kinds of things. Like here's a little fold out. Look at that. It's a ready-made fold out. Now, the thing about these is they're glued down. I might be able to get this off of here. But if not, I can always cut it out if I don't mind losing what's on the other side. Or I can cut it out and glue this side down and keep what's on the other side and make it a fold out. So, you know, options, choices. That's a cute picture of tea. Let's Oh, here's a, what's in here? Ah, it's a viewer. I'm not going to look at that right now. It's a viewer and there's an image back there. So you look at the, that's kind of cool. I don't know if I can salvage that pocket. I could cut it off and then just glue it down someplace else. Cut it at its folds. Because it's one of those, can you see the folds? So I could cut it. It's one of those purse pocket kind of things. Anyway, I just really liked the images in here and all the little things that they put in these books. I have a couple of these that I'm probably going to bust up because nobody ever looks at them and they just sit up on a shelf and collect dust. So I might as well do something with them. But yeah, all these little pieces I just thought would be a lot of fun to put in journals. I feel like these books were almost like ready-made ephemera. Let's see what else was in the bag. Okay, we got this one. Again, I like the height. The only reason I bought this is because the orange tags, the day I was in there, the orange tags were 50% off. So you can see this said $3.29. It was half off. The reason I liked it was because more ephemera. It's poetry and it's art. These are not photographs. These are paintings. And the book is really long, so it's hard for me to get it on screen if I lift it. Look at him. Isn't he beautiful? So, yeah. I just really liked the art in here. And he, I mean, this says it's a mink. But the first thing I thought of when I saw it was otter. And my daughter loves otters. I'm debating on whether or not to make her a journal because I think she thinks I'm silly. But it's divided up, voices from the wild, and it's divided up by the senses. Like this is hearing. See how it says hearing? And then I guess it's animals with good hearing or big ears or I don't know. Because there's an elephant, a bunny. Orcas. That says kit fox. He's really cute. See, and I don't know. I might fussy cut him out and then of course there's always the problem of them putting the art on the back of, like that piece is on the back of a page. I don't care if I lose. This is a seal, the seal and the fox. I have to pick. I would probably pick the fox, but I don't like the fact that I have to pick. That's my only thing about these books is that instead of putting the images, they put them back to back instead of putting an image here and a poem here. They put them back to back. So I have to either pick or turn this into a fold so that you can see both images in a book. And they do it for almost all of them. Although he's on a page where I could probably get him. So yeah, I'll have to go through and I'm going to have to make choices because the eagle, well, no, the eagle's on the back of a page I don't mind cutting up. I don't know if they're all like, yeah, see, a lot of them are like that. I'll probably take the owl over the vulture, you know, so I'm going to have to make choices in it, but I really liked the paintings. And since it was half off, I got it. I am going to go through all the books first just because I feel like everywhere I go, I get books. So I'm going to go through all the books first, and then I will show you all the other few things I found, because I feel like I find books more than anything else. So this one is, again, this was half off, which I probably wouldn't have bought it if it wasn't, but I loved the paintings, the illustrations. And these are poems, children's poems. So there's like a little illustration here. It's almost like a stamp, which is what I thought was kind of cool. These remind me of stamps. So like if I wanted to, that's kind of Halloweenish. And there are a few of these. They're not a ton, but there are a few of these color ones, which like this color one is, there's like so much background. I could make him smaller and use him. Here's another one. Same with her. I could cut this off, use it as a pocket. Oh, I guess it's got little sections. Like you come to a section, there's some color pictures, and then there's another section with color pictures, and there's another section with color pictures, or a color picture, or No, a few. A couple, anyway. And then all these ones that, like I said, remind me of stamps. So, yeah. Since it was half off, I thought it was really cute. That'll get cut up. And then I got these. These were 99 cents a piece. The best in children's books. There are 3 of them. The covers are all different, so I assume they're all different. I didn't look through them all. They have these lists of stories. They are, this says 1958. But I mean, there's all kinds of images in here. These kind of monochromatic ones. Some drawings, the fox and the gingerbread man. Some of the drawings I like better than others. Paul Revere's Ride. So I got that one for 99 cents. And then there's this one. Yeah, they are different stories. Some of these stories I've never heard of. There's the 3 Little Pigs. I could use some of these images in the Golden Book Journal. The 3 Little Pigs Golden Book Journal. Lassie Come Home. This one's 1963. Again, 99 cents. And I'm always happy when the book board's in good shape. Gulliver's Travels. These are cute. Cinderella. So, yeah, some interesting sketch images and stuff like that in these, and they were 99 cents. So, those will more than likely get taken apart. Again, I'm looking for image books. Now, I did go looking for, I mean, I always am on the lookout for journal books. And, of course, I found this one. I have a nephew who's really into Curious George. So, if I turn this into a, oh, and it's the alphabet. Is that what it's supposed to be? Oh, yeah. Curious George learns the alphabet. I might turn this into a journal and give it to my nephew to learn his letters. He's only 3 right now. The copyright on this is 1963. And I might do that, guys. I might pull this apart and turn it into a journal for him with, you know, paper. Handwriting paper. And give it to my sister for him to do his letters. Oh, that would be so much fun, guys. I didn't even think of that because I didn't realize it was letters. Look, he turned the H into a horse and a house. That's so much fun. And the C, he turned it into a crab. So yeah, that is probably going to be a gift for my nephew. And then there were 2 copies of this. I always like having multiples because I can do the, I can take them apart, make the journals at the same time, and end up finishing 2 journals at once. So more Dr. Seuss journals. And then here's apples up on top. This was always a fun story when I was a kid. So we got this one. These were all 99 cents again. So these are these I Can Read books that I was telling you about. I always think they're all Dr. Seuss, but they're not. Just because the I Can Read emblem was the cat in the hat. So I'm always like, oh, here's a Dr. Seuss book. It's not. But it's still a fun story. I like it a lot. So there's that one. And then, of course, I did end up with some... Oh, I got some stickers sticking together here. I did end up with some little golden books. Here's a Happy Easter Mother Duck book. This will be really fun. And you know what? Well, I mean, to keep the cover intact, I wouldn't necessarily do it. But I was going to say, you could make a full-size journal and just put this inside it. But probably not. I'll probably make some little golden book, tiny golden book journals. So I got Happy Easter Mother Duck. That was 99 cents. And then I got the Fuzzy Duckling. Oh, the copyright on these. I haven't been reading. This one's 1985. This one's 1961. I don't know if you guys care about that. I feel like we always do that though, the copyrights. 1975, probably for both of those. And then I read you the one for George. And then this one is 1949, renewed 1977. Lord only knows when it was printed. It seems kind of new. But yeah, I'm going to make some little golden book journals. And then I got this one. This one I actually got two. I got this Disney book too, The Haunted House and the Ghost Ship. And then I have the one Mickey and the Ghost Town that I started taking apart. I'm going to try and do a couple of like more kid friendly, not scary Halloween journals, and then maybe a couple of the more Victorian style Halloween journals with, more, I don't know, grown-up images, for lack of a better term. But I got, this is Disney's Tailspin, a Ghost Ship. The copyright for this one is 1991. I don't remember when that show probably came out in the 90s. So there was this little golden book. And then this is The Haunted House. And as you can see, Mickey and Pluto and Donald are going to go in the haunted house. And I thought this would be a lot of fun to turn into a Halloween journal. This is from 1975. And it's, just spooky. It's not all spooky, obviously. Somebody's playing jokes, and in the end, they figure it out. But I have several kids' books that are very, very Halloween-ish that will get turned into journals, and I'm hoping to get started on those very shortly so that I can start working on putting all this stuff to use and getting it out of my house. Well, you know what I mean. Getting it used up so I'm not trying to find space for it. Okay, then I went back. They didn't have a lot. It was like somebody went through and got rid of all their yarn, because the entire back wall where they hang all these bags at the Goodwill was just covered in bags of yarn and string. And I didn't want any of it. It wasn't anything special. So I didn't buy any of that, and I didn't find a lot of bags of other stuff. I did find a couple, but they seemed expensive for what was in them, so I didn't buy them. I got these. I thought these were really cute. Pumpkin napkins, and I thought she was adorable. I wish you all the joy that you can wish. So there's an image of her without the saying and an image of her with it. So this was $1.50. And then again, a set of plates, 2 sets of plates rather. But I figured, we've already discovered the flat round centers of these plates can be cut out and used as pockets or folds or tucks or whatever. So yeah, I got that mostly for the napkins. I mean, $1.50 for 2 packs of napkins is actually pretty good considering. And of course, I found a bag of stamps. This one was $6.50, but I feel like if I look through the bag and I like enough of the images, I buy it. Because there's the 3 Kings for when I do Christmas journals. That's got fresh ink on it. I have cleaner. That's got to be clean. Okay, and then there's this one, which is still in its package from Michael's. It just says believe, so that's nice. And then this is a star. It looks like a stitched fabric star, kind of. And then here's another star. Oh, that's a gingerbread cookie star. So stars. And then there's these. There's 3 candles. There's an angel. I feel like these might have been a set. Those 2. And then here's a little lamb. Am I putting those up where you can't see them? Here's a little house or church. I loved the book, guys. I think I saw that one and I was like, you know what? I'm going to find an excuse to buy this because I like that book. Here's the lion and the lamb. Here's a dove. And a little cross with a heart in it. I don't know if these were a set, but they look like they could have all been together. It says they all have the same copyright, 2001, from the Stampin' Up! Company. So I could very easily see these, although missing one, coming in a box together. They could all very easily be biblical images of a sort. So there's a bell up there, so that's either a church or a school. Probably a church, considering the theme. But I love the book. And there's nothing on the stamp itself, if it wasn't with all these other images, that indicates there's no cross or anything. So that can be any book. So I thought that was fun. And then there's more of that's a turkey. I think he's the only one of these really tall stamps in here. But he's a turkey. And then these are supposed to be letters again, guys. And I already have letters with the little you know, dots at the ends of the lines. But I'm going to go through and see if any of them were missing. Now, these don't have their stamps on the other end. They're all here. So I have to stick them on. I don't know if they're all here. So this is one I'll have to go through. I thought a couple of them were stuck on, but I'm not finding any. Because I thought I saw one stuck, but maybe it was just sitting up against. So that's a whole set of stamps that somebody didn't put together. Or at least part of a set of stamps that somebody didn't put together. So yeah, that was my run to my parents' two Goodwills this time around. Depending on when the next time I go back and visit is whether or not I will go to their Goodwills again. I feel like I have so much stuff I just need to start making and stop buying. But lots of collecting going on and not a lot of stuff made yet. So I will see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to go over and see all the other hauls at hashtag Thrifty Thursday. And my next haul is going to be clearance and retail. So I will see you guys in that next video. Bye-bye.